most. Although I don't know if I talk about much, and I mean, really, that matters. But as long as you don't care, I don't care. A lot of people, they're like, what the fuck? And you're like, why don't you? Literally, okay? You're like, I talk for no reason all day long, happily. Now, these are the black tights that we got from Walmart last night. And it's a motherfucking brand new day. Oh, we got this bra last night, too. These actually are in size small, just like my China, and so it's a very tight, narrow passageway here. So we're going to have to be very careful as I gently see if I can get it to fit on. All right. They're fine. I figured small would be fine. I didn't really see a medium, and I'm just grateful they had small because they've only had extra large tights here for a minute now, and I don't know why. Bro, what the fuck are you gonna do with extra large tight around your thigh and then just like falling down like you're a straight PROSTI toot? Literally, dude. Ah! Oh man, we're already fucking it up. I have this weird thing where I won't even I literally will not wear a legging if it's icky or broken. I'm seeing it. I'm up. Ah! Oh well, leggings are not really good for wearing more than once, are they? These ones are really thick though, I'm not gonna lie, so if you guys. I would actually just like regular colored ones if I could, but this is what the fuck we're doing. I'm not wearing these. I can already feel them. They're weird around my butt. You need a medium. Don't bother getting a size too small. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're not lying, kick it here. All right, now. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do regular, just like leggings today with a red shirt. All right, I guess we can see what the cards have to say. But really, I just think that, I was talking to some people last night. I was talking to some of my fans. So if you guys want to actually have chats, like I did answer some phone calls last night. I don't barely ever do that. But it was fine. I had a decent time talking to you guys. And I was just getting some feedback, what you guys were experiencing out there in the yonder. It sounds pretty horrible. Maybe even worse for you guys than it is for us. So they were saying, so you guys ain't receiving any foreplay or nothing like that much out there. And then nobody wants to do it. We've heard that from time to time a little bit here and there. Well, that's interesting. So, ladies, if you want to know how to make sure nobody's better than you in the bedroom, you start with foreplay. And guys, I mean, I expect you to do it. There's only like one guy that says he don't do foreplay, and he's obviously single. So, if foreplay's a fear of yours, get over it, bro, because ain't nobody gonna be doinking around with your ass if you are not fun in the bedroom, okay? Foreplay is just the beginning. Basically, any of you guys who are literally just using your bodies and you're not doing any outfit, you're not doing any fun toys, and role play, I mean, bro, bro. That's your problem right fucking there, okay? I don't care what the fuck excuse you have for not doing it, but I don't care if you're a woman or a man, bro. If you are not in lingerie at the toy sex store pretty much and just open-minded and open-legged, really just in a great mood, somebody else is, okay, sweetheart? That's the fact. And the only reason that you're getting away with not providing for your partner is because they're settling for less. So, in the event that literally anyone does better than you, they'll never not know that. That's the thing. It's not a threat. It's not saying like, oh, you're going to lose your man or anybody's going to take your man. It's not even about that. It's about honestly, maybe your man or woman deserves pleasure for one. So, honestly, this kind of like separates people. There's a big reason why people are cheating on this particular person, or if you're somebody who actually decides what you do in the bedroom or what you don't do in the bedroom, you're practically like somebody who doesn't wash pans and you don't mow the lawn. You'll clean inside, but I don't do outdoor. Okay, well it all needs to be done. I want it. So what you're saying is I just don't get it? Is that what they're saying? Yeah, they're saying that you just supposedly ain't getting know what you want. Yeah, right, bro. So how long does that really last? Anybody in this room or in this read, if you are literally thinking that you just said it's not going to happen, and then just because somebody actually was obedient that moment, every single day they daydream and they have to fight urges to just simply be at their bare desire. So you are actually asking somebody to basically literally sacrifice like their desires. So like that's just a matter of time, bro. And then if you're anybody who honestly at this point I'm no longer actually giving you any type of like empathy anymore at this point. We're gonna start slashing and dashing now. So before we were like, oh yeah, this and that, everybody's being categorized, but today we're gonna start breaking everybody down into whether or not you really have a good reason for any of the bullshit fuck shit you bitch about. And even if somebody cheats on you, if you do not provide what they want in the bedroom, you don't get to complain about that, because at the end of the day, would you be willing to provide and satisfy your partner to the degree that they want it? It's not about why they're blah, 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 blah. It's not, it's like, would you be willing to give them what they fucking want? We're not asking you how the fuck you feel this week. We're letting you know your partner wants something and you have an excuse or a reason for why you fucking don't feel comfortable providing that this week. So basically, it's delayed. We don't live a life of delay here. No one in history of the nation does. So the only reason anybody has delayed shit is out of the respect and hope that someday you would literally fucking do it. That you would, and I'm sure if this person was literally waiting for you to change your mind, they obviously had hope. So at the minute that you have literally seen somebody full blown leave your ass, catch them with another person, you confirm that shit. You let them know, I'm not doing that with you. I don't give head. I don't want that. You've literally voiced it in a tone and made it very fucking clear that you literally not only don't want to be satisfied, you don't want to satisfy, but you're not gonna do it. And also you give more and more fucking bullshit, fucking downgrading reasons for why the fuck they don't deserve it and why you're not gonna do it. I mean, it's just an ongoing insecure fucking fest. So at the end of the day, basically all you do is just, you leave your person wondering. I seen a man on there this morning, I sent him a little message, and we don't really know each other much, but I see the pain in his eyes. And I see that he struggles inside. About literally, you could see it in his eyes. Like he actually, I'm sure he's aware of why the fuck she says she left him, but clearly it can't be that damn bad. The kids get to go visit him, and she doesn't supervise. I don't ever see her trying to stop a visit, and so clearly you're not dangerous. So you're just not her type, basically. I know for sure one thing that she didn't like about him was that he drank and she didn't. Well, I'm sure many of us can relate to that. We've all been with one partner, at least, who had a different addiction, and they're always on your ball sack. They're like, you better quit, or fucking this and that, so we do. We do what they say. That's what they call a dry drunk. And it doesn't have to just be alcohol, but a dry user in general is somebody who gets clean for basically another person's request. And you daydream every day of your fucking life and miss every something about your own self. And they get everything they wanted. You listening, you do everything like they say, but yet you do. You just find yourself constantly drifting away and thinking about anything else than where you are, and you're not happy. And you never do learn to actually embrace sobriety and all that shit. So also it's just a fact too that you have to choose your lane, not be told to do it. So whether or not, whoever fucking, whether this is an ultimatum or wherever it's coming from, basically tonight the read is that some of you guys are in a relationship with somebody who marches around, and as long as you are doing everything that they fucking tell you to do, you pretty much see Sergeant Dickhead walking around, and you just gotta watch for them to be bitching at you. Pretty much that's about it. You don't gain anything extra except for an extra argument if you're out of line. You don't get a good job. You don't get treated any different. You don't receive any affection from anyone. You don't get anything except for when you get drilled. You're basically noticed just like a kid would be in an abusive relationship, and so the only time this person notices you is when you're not doing what they told you to do. That's not okay. That's actually abuse. It states that a child in a home of dysfunction that gets yelled at all the time for doing stuff over and over wrong, it's a fact that child does it purposely even if they don't realize it. And the reason for them doing that is because the parent or the other person that keeps screaming, they've actually screamed at such a voluminous level that that was the loudest and most extreme moment of that kid's life. And so they're registering it as the biggest roller coaster ride or the most scariest movie. But basically, your body doesn't actually register, oh, good and bad or right or wrong. It basically just, it notices like extremities. And so basically, like a kid that gets fucking talked to like shit, like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of the kitchen. Why the fuck you guys have to fucking spill everything in here? Basically, if a kid gets used to that kind of fucking reaction, even if it's terrible and you hear that this kid is getting screamed at, it's crazy, but the kid doesn't even register it as negative. They are literally registering it as the biggest attention they receive from this person. And that's sad. That's sad, and that's what you're doing here. This person doesn't treat you in any way well. And honestly, they're reminding me a lot of an abusive fucking adult. Now, we get trained on shit for people. They're treating you like a kid, whoever you are. You get treated like a kid, and I just feel like, honestly, whoever even notices you, they don't make love to you in between. You guys don't do any dinner dates or anything like that. There's literally zero attention for whoever you are. It's only a matter of time, bro, before you actually do something about this. And actually, your read actually tonight is a good one because you guys are actually, you're not really like, there's a uniqueness about you. You know what I love about your particular person right now? You, is you're innocent. You might be a troublemaker, but you're actually innocent. This person is not. I see the curiousness in your eyes and the hurt and the pain, and I feel like you are misunderstood. I feel like you actually sit there and search all over inside of your mind about how you can be good enough for this person. And I want you to know that, honey, the mystery is there because this person doesn't want you to understand. Anytime you don't understand, it is a questionable thing for a reason. They're doing it on purpose. Why are you listening or following the path of somebody who claims to be so fucking smart and you're so stupid, but neither one of you are making sense by the closure of the conversation? You don't even notice that? No, them telling you that you're the stupid ass and you can figure it out and you sitting there searching your mind for actual understanding, that's manipulation, sweetheart. So there's nothing in the universe that doesn't make sense. So, they know this. I tell you. This person likes to see you beat yourself up, bro. This person stays at a level within their own self that is comfortable for them. And if you were to do better, that would actually intimidate this person because this person bullies you. I want you to know that. Whoever you are, if you're getting actually talked down to by whoever you're loving, they don't feel better than you, sweetheart. And it takes a lot of years to figure that out because they sit there and use words and put you down and they degrade you, and bullying is crazy. It's like the worst thing, the worst, the worst thing in the whole universe of things to go through. And out of any drug, out of anything, a murderer, there's nothing worse than living with a bully. And so you guys just need to actually know that that bully is your biggest fan. And you are honestly probably that biggest bully. Like, you're the source to that. I don't know if you do anything or not. If you don't do anything for the bully, they're not just a bully. A bully would not have you in their energy without you being of use. So if you don't have something you're giving to this person's bitching at you for real. Like, this bully, you're pretty much just bully's karma in a reversed way, like, because you should have been this person's karma by actually teaching them a lesson, but some of you actually are like lazy and you are in the bully's energy, so that's actually double karma way. You'll obviously receive karma as well, but whoever this bully is honestly bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching, and their strategy's always been honestly to pretty much break you down. And you have never actually intended on being anything other than what I think you usually are. And some of you don't even usually have the place and pay the bills. So some of you guys have a place, but I don't think any of you that have a place are in relationship with karmics. Whoever's in karmic relationships, like basically what's happening is that the girls or the guys, whoever the breadwinner is realizing I don't know what they're realizing. I just got actually a message that said they might cheat on you and handle you this week. That was a different thing that I was gonna say. But I mean, I wanted to say they're realizing that everything to say to you don't fucking matter. So actually, that could probably we gotta actually we'll want to research that. What is a karmic's next move once they say fuck you? Because we already know they're damaging. We already know they're abusive. So I couldn't imagine a karmic would go cheat on you and hurt you. You say your message for sure, whoever you are, is that there's some realizations going. I don't know that the person that sits on their butt on stares at their phone ever fucking cares. Whoever stares at the phone and gets yelled at 24/7, you just hope this person will leave you alone and shut the fuck up soon. So that person, when they're done talking eventually here soon, is going to go bye-bye and go, they're going to hurt you more. And I believe that they're going to, if hurt it, absolutely. Whoever you are, bro, they're going to go actually. So you're dealing with somebody who's going to keep going down the list of hurt yous. So whatever's next on that list, if you're not showing, you need to show a reaction as whoever you are. Your person, if you're a mute and you're not showing this person any reaction, they're gonna fucking come back harder, and it does fucking hurt you. You're literally trying not to fight, so you're not gonna really see what's happening the way that they're trying to get your attention. This is a child-like human adult that is trying to get a reaction out of you. They are trying to literally piss you the fuck off, and so the more you ignore it, thinking you're doing the right thing, the bigger the problem you're going to have here every time, over and over. So just keep that in mind, because cheating will come next. Anything you love, if it's your car, then smash your fucking windshield out. If it's your fucking loyalty, they're going to take it and smash that too. If it's your mom's ass, it doesn't matter what it is, that they're going to go right for it. So know that. If you don't show reactions and you think it's just peaceful to just not fight, just do the bigger thing and acknowledge them. It can literally save you extreme regret, because this person's going to damage something, the respect you have for them, but it's actually also a physical thing. So there could be something very, very, very important that you guys have out in the open. I'm telling you, the storage unit and stuff, things have been coming up a lot this week. I'm telling you, you're going to need to get things out slowly and quietly, because whoever you're dealing with, they know what you love. They know all the things you love, the people you love, the belongings. They know your secrets. And so the message today is just like, legit, like, you should definitely be this person's energy. They're toxic as fuck. And obviously, they're going to do whatever fuck right now. They're going to get your attention. So if you don't have all of your little moves in order, you're going to receive more pain the whole way out. There's no way around it. So you need to be strong in this matter, and I hope that you're actually planning on leaving or finding a resolution. In my opinion, you two don't belong together, but ignoring each other is only going to cause this person to fucking react bigger. So it's not going to work out for you. Not many people get that message ahead of time. A lot of people think, just don't argue, you know, be the bigger person, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, was the bigger person fucking able to save the fucking car after they threw the fucking rock through the windshield because they were getting pissed because you didn't argue back? Because that's an actual thing. Go ahead and fucking ignore somebody and call yourself a bigger person. How many of you guys are the quiet one? I'm not. You ignore me when I'm talking to you, bro? Oh, yeah. It's coming out through a physical form, bro. Facts. So it's not going to be something, yes, this person's going to, that's their method. Your method is to not fight and to just stay out of it. But at the same time, bro, you ain't leaving. You have to understand that whoever you're in love with is crazy like me. You don't get to sit in their energy and ignore the problem. We're like dinosaurs. We'll raptor your fucking face. So if you have a crazy bitch in your energy, more than likely you might be a mute or something. And you know damn well what you're doing on that phone. Because I found out through mine. You're lucky I'm your friend and not fucking theirs. Because if I was your girlfriend's fucking friend instead of your guys' fucking, we'd be on your fucking ass so fucking fast. But I'm not. So I'm telling you, your bitch, though, isn't smart like me. And she's not sexy, and she's not horny, she's not any of those things. She's also very fucking controlling and angry and fucking all those extra things. So none of that works with people like us. But you don't have your basics in order for some of you, and you may live off this person. So where the fuck do you think you're going to go? How do you think that's going to work for you? The only thing that saves me is the fact that I'm my own place. For those of you who live with your person and you think ignoring somebody, even if they're annoying you while you're on your phone doing around looking for an outlet to fucking honestly just chat, you're not trying to do anything to leave the residence. That's the issue. So if you're not planning on leaving this person and you sit there and ignore them, that's not fighting. That's actually causing a problem. If you don't plan on actually finding a resolution with whoever you're with, you best get the fuck out of the fucking unit now. Nobody fucking honestly wants any fucking dumbass bitch that they're fighting with in their fucking space. And unless you want a DV charge, you guys fucking get up and go. Or find resolution. And I'm talking real resolution for whoever you are. You don't have a stupid bitch. Neither one of you guys are stupid in this relationship. You got a lazy person, you got a cheater and a liar, and you got a fucking angry bitch. But neither one of you are stupid. And there's no reason, honestly, why both of you are not working jobs. So if you're a jobless fuck and you're not paying your bills and you live with somebody and you're actually cheating and just doing them wrong, you damn right they're fucking losing their mind, fucking talking shit. Who the fuck wouldn't? Wouldn't you? And honestly, who the fuck wouldn't talk shit if you don't pay bills and help them? Who the fuck wants to kid with somebody that honestly sits on the fucking phone and honestly they know what they're doing? You did the same thing to them, that's how you got them. So yeah, you sit there and say whatever you want, but somebody here is like literally started a family with somebody and honestly, this is about to actually occur. Like whatever the fuck you guys are supposed to be doing, it needs to happen. And that's not love. You guys never loved each other. You never loved this person, whoever you are. And I want you to know that you were already told like yesterday and the day before that you're whoever you are, if you have kids and you're not getting along with your mate, if you're literally jobless and you're looking for a new lover and you're ignoring this person that you have children with, that's not fighting. That's you not being a parent, a lover, a child of God. That's you just failing in every way possible with respect. You made a choice to have sex for pleasure and impregnated somebody and you hate each other and you get that part. But that has nothing to do with you, how you are as an individual. So whoever you are, you're being literally warned that you need to get off your ass, put your fucking phone down, and get the fuck out there and grow the fuck up because you're not gonna end up staying with this person no matter what. You don't even like them as it is, you have a very little fucking sex life. And when you do fuck them, you both awkward as fuck when you do it. You both sit there and honestly wonder legit like what the other one's thinking and just it's weird. It's weird for me to imagine you and it's weird enough as it is for anybody to imagine anybody doing it. But you guys are one of the weirdest couples I've ever had on my reading my fucking whole damn life. So it's time. And I hope you guys get a move on that. Enticing with animals, son. Well, that's obvious. I mean, whoever you are, bro, you obviously want some freaky shit now. Your person is insecure, and if you ever think, why'd you do it before and you won't do it now? Well, they wanted to lock you in. And so, just like you fucking told them they were beautiful and didn't plan on actually being a father to any of the fucking 5 kids that you fucking impregnated this one person with while you were being a sex addict, you know, same shit. So, whoever you are is by far worse karma for you. Because this person trying to get pregnant is a problem, yes. But you being somebody who legit actually lays eyes on a child and a wife and or a husband and you just still stayed on the phone and I don't have any respect, honestly, for anybody who has fresh babies and searches still outward online for a new love. That's just to me disgusting shit. For one, like, why in the fuck would you actually think that anybody that's a good person wouldn't question the fact that you have a crying fresh baby and that you say you have to leave this person? You don't think anybody's responsible? We don't even literally hire somebody without doing a background check and making sure that we actually have a good, thorough fucking look into this person's history. And so none of, like, what you guys need to know is that right now, like, honestly, for one, there's no point in even trying to leave your fucking person, even if you don't like them. But for you two, I can't see you guys getting along, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that I've ever told a couple that they're just like you, whoever you are, you're very honestly, I don't know that you've ever actually been emotionally connected to a lover. There is somebody here that honestly just literally has a sex fantasy. I would honestly say for you, you should probably stop dating. And I don't think you've ever been dating personally because you really loved. I think you've always been page energy and you sleep with people and you stay at their house until you can't stand them anymore, even if that means you impregnate them as you go. You need to stop doing that because you're about to get bombarded with all that shit, bro. You know, right now, whoever you are, big troubles coming your way. So I would literally just try it. Definitely, whoever you are, if you have any more kids, bro, oh my gosh, your next lover for sure is going to be beyond worse than this lover. This lover is begging you, and they're annoying as fuck to you. I get that. But you need to just honestly close this shit out. You need to tell them straight. You know why they're frustrated, baby? Because they literally they never felt, do you love them or not? Because you never fucking felt that way for them. You've never actually said it. You've never actually passionately made love to them. And like, they feel that. They want you to actually make them feel better. Tell them you don't feel that way or something. And you're not telling them that. Not because you fucking want to hurt their feelings. You don't give a fuck about their feelings. You know you don't. You ignore them all the time when they're talking to you alone. So if you think don't fucking sit there and not think you care about the feelings. You actually don't want to tell them the truth because you know that it just says that there's no point in fucking you two being together. And you haven't done any of the work or decided to move the fuck out. So some of you guys actually live in the home with somebody and you completely disrespect them. And it doesn't matter what you think. If you really don't like somebody, then you leave the residence. You don't get to bitch and moan as an adult and say that somebody deserves your presence in their fucking space. And anybody who's an adult in anybody's adult house, you would split everything equal. Anybody in the universe would be annoyed, even if you and your girlfriend were here and it was us three and me, I'm paying half and they're paying half and then here's you. So our bills go up a little higher. And so you're just what, a guest now? No, that's not how the fuck shit works. Not to mention all these fucking extra kids now that you guys created, and you're over here still on your phone forever or what, looking for fucking love? Like, you're crazy. You think God's gonna fucking let you pop all those babies out of and like let something? You don't get to do that. What you did to this person because of a sex addiction is something understandable. But the fact that you have multiple kids with this person and you actually don't show any, and you have no emotional connection, you may actually suffer from full blown like a disconnect. You don't seem to disconnect. I don't feel a connection from you with anyone. You may actually have some kind of like unique, I don't feel like you're psychopathic. I don't feel like you're a narc. I feel like there's something different. The only thing I know is really disassociation. Shut the fuck up. Dissociation, psycho, and narc. And so, at the most, I feel like you would have to dissociate, but I don't want to use that term because those terms we use for other things. So I'm gonna figure out what the fuck's going on with you. You could actually struggle with depression or something. Something about you shuts down around this person. And you've had a unique vibe the whole damn time. You're not somebody who actually ignores this person to play games. You literally just, you're either doing something or you just feel like there's no point in talking because you already know what they're saying. You're not gonna change it. And you have nothing to say about it. And so you just leave this person kind of like hanging. You need to close this out. You need to tell them straight up, I love you very much don't even say that. I don't even want you to say I love you. You need to say, when they're in the midst of talking, you just need to actually stop what you're doing and look at them, show some respect too. They just simply want to be heard and acknowledged. And I know you know what they're saying. And I know you don't even disagree. You just don't want to say that it's true. This person has made themselves look ugly to you over time, but you actually do have reasons. And it's up to you if you want to tell them why. I don't know if they can handle the real reasons why. Sometimes I tell people why before I go because I used to believe that people deserved an opportunity to learn from whatever. I never wanted to walk away from anybody unless I told them straight up why. But at the same time, they don't really feel better when you do that. So this person just needs a little bit of like a fucking rub on the fucking little shoulder, and you need to honestly figure out a way to depart. Some of you guys are gonna have to move in with somebody else that you know, but like the two of you together is bad. It's going to cause a fight because whoever is with you and your energy is not going to stop. You're not with somebody who's a little B word. They are a B word, but they're not your little bitch. If anything, they're trying to make you their little bitch, and it's not going well in any direction. And so both of you, basically, you sit there and look at the phone and just try not to fight. Nothing changes, and they return every second of every day, and time away from you is going to get less and less. And it's not because they're harassing you. It's because somebody was emotionally stuck on a problem. It's like pretty much debilitating. Like they cannot move away from you. I'm the same way. So if you and I have an issue and you just think you're ignoring me, I have to actually remember the psychology of your fucking shit and tell myself, walk away. I will actually tell you to leave the place. I will offer to buy you your own apartment. I cannot stand you. Your person's not like that. Your person, what pinnacle is to see you stay and get off that phone and be a wonderful family man or woman. Ain't gonna happen, bro. You don't like them, and more than likely, you may not, for some of you, even be much a part of these people's lives. All of them. If you don't have an emotional connection with your people now, you enjoying any of the people that is in front of your face later, I don't know. We have to actually research it to see this thing. So that's something that at least I can acknowledge with you, but that's not something that you can pretty much say to nobody else. You can't tell your family and your friends and your person in front of your face that wants answers from you that honestly you don't feel emotionally connected to your own family that you created. You're just barely even learning that you already knew that you were just boning this person, but it's finally hitting you, bro, that literally it's beyond you boning and getting pregnant now. You've created lives. It's like God's on your ass, karma's on your ass, your family's on, everybody's on your ass, so you're having a wake up call. You're realizing basically that what you did caused you problems. It's not going to make you love somebody. This is not a realization wake up call to make you fall in love. You don't have to be told to love your family, your kids, your wife, your husband. You obviously have some kind of like, if you're a woman, you probably have postpartum depression. And if you're doing, I mean, it seems very similar. Some of you guys have basically a postpartum depression, and you hate, honestly, the new scene. You never intended for any of us to occur. You honestly were kind of a horny person, and some of you got somebody pregnant, and the other one wanted to get pregnant. So it's like it's a dual karma thing. You fuck somebody, and they try to get pregnant. So yeah, it's happening. So I don't know. You might want to try to take some parenting classes for whoever you are. You guys understand at the end of the day that really sucks for your kids to be with parents that neither one of them wanted them. One of them just wanted you to stay with them, so they trapped you with pregnancy, and you didn't even fucking see the really stuff how much you cared from all of the different babies that they have. There's nothing you can do about that. And nobody else is going to be able to hear that from you and actually understand, but I do. I mean, I don't know, hopefully at some point you can try to spend some time with your kids and see how cool they are. Just know that in the end, if you don't spend the right amount of time with your own children that you create, you will not get true love, in my opinion. I wouldn't even do it. I will not even let any of my girlfriends or anybody in my friends group celebrate anything that they are if they don't have relationships with their kids. There's so many people that want to be passionately connected with somebody, but they actually don't take care of the children they've already created. So if it's whatever you think. Many people think that they can actually just give all these bullshit reasons for why the fuck they suck, but nobody cares. Nobody in the world matters more than a child. So you don't have to be with whoever you're with. People make mistakes. But if you choose to not have a connection with your children, as you like now, you need to do this in like period. You're not getting love. Why in the fuck do you think you deserve somebody who loves you, and you're gonna leave your own child wondering for their whole life why you didn't fucking feel like they deserve love? Does that make sense? Some of you guys are fucking dealing with this from your childhood. What parent abandoned you? You're doing this again. And you're not doing it, you're unknowingly abandoning your family just as you were abandoned. So whoever never responded to you, whatever parent abandoned you, you might say it didn't bother you, blah, 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 but look at, you're doing it. You're starting another generation of kids who have one parent who's angry and the other one is MIA. So all those years that you ever felt achy or felt like they should have been there for you or watched your parents struggle, you're doing that now. And it's a double whammy for you because you already felt it, seen it for yourself, and now you're creating it. Do you see how much more fucking problem? You're about to have some problems with life in general. Life is blocking you from this point on. And the two of you are not going to do well together. If you don't do some kind of therapy, which I doubt you two would be successful in together, because one person usually with one of these people is a little following butt kissing butt, and there's neither one of you in here. You guys are too hard-headed. You guys are both very hard-headed signs, and so basically every little thing is going to have to be done the way that the upper-handed person makes it be. And every time you're out of line, even by a centimeter, that's the only time they're going to be watching. They're watching you 24/7 like a hawk. They're watching all your accounts wherever you are. They watch every day, but you're already fucked. Okay, wherever you are, you already fucked yourself. Honestly, you're being watched like a hawk, bro. Honestly, the person's energy that watches you is very creepy, and it's not creepy like serial killer, like like weird shit. It's actually like so obsessed with you. Whoever you're dating has gotten to the point where even their own day of work would be missed. If they felt like they needed to babysit you, they wouldn't go to work. I mean, it's going to consume them to where you guys, first the work days are going to get missed. I'm sure they're already happening. You're clear. One person's barely working, and now the other one's going to start babysitting and missing days. So yeah, you guys are, I'm sure maybe some of you guys got like some kind of note on the door that said, pay your Vista, pay your fucking power, or eviction. So that's going to be the next step. If it hasn't happened already, and you're used to this person normally making that work, well, as you emotionally destroy them, they're going to become basically paralyzed in the energy of the last, like, women or men that want to talk to you about a fight you're having cannot function unless you fucking do that. We start to get very weak. We can feel you at work cheating. It's no joke. Every fucking time I ever felt sick at work, I found out the feeling that I was having was that person cheating. So if you have somebody that she's showing up and like texting you at random when you just so happen to text somebody that you shouldn't have, you're not here to say, I didn't do it and get away with it. Basically, you should just be recognizing they're channeling your energy, bro. So in a period of fucking short moments next, this person's either going to relapse, whatever their old drug of choice was. You're obviously a cheater, so this person, probably an addict or abuser. They're not going to be a cheater. Nobody usually gets double the same. If they did do cheating, because that person is a revenge person, they would do it back to you just to piss you off, and it will. Because I want you to imagine yourself having another person sleep with that person. Even if you don't do it or want them or think you don't, go ahead and picture somebody else touching your person. That shit's real as fuck, and I don't see you liking it. So that's what's going to happen. This person's being put in a situation to honestly threaten you 1,000,000 days a week. And they're telling you, I could do so much better. I could have anybody I want. I don't know what the fuck we're even together. I mean, it's gotten to the point with you two where you're just like saying all the shit about fucking, what it could be, and and people they get to this point where like, are you threatening to leave? No, I'm just telling you, I've literally sacrificed my whole fucking life to be here with you, and I could do better. So it goes. That's where you guys are at with each other, and honestly, next thing's next. Fuck, dude, you're low on income. Car might even be running like shit if you even have one. You have no sex anymore, and you literally the bills aren't getting paid, and this person's gonna start now babysitting you and not going to work too. So that'll come as a surprise as well. Some of you guys actually do your normal shit during the day, so you're going to start seeing that this person's just so up and not going to be at work or come home early, or they're going to start popping in or not even leaving. And then they're gonna actually have some eviction shit, and none of this is gonna phase you. You're gonna continue to ignore it until what? The day you guys actually have to move out. If you don't hear this message sooner and you're not the worker, basically you ignoring them, they're trying to tell you this is an emergency, bro. We're about to get evicted, or they're not going to tell you things in a way that you're listening. Like if you guys are fighting and you already disconnected, your brain shuts that bitch's voice out or dude's out. It doesn't matter. If the brain says we're done with this bitch, then you do tune the fucking shit out. So you literally don't ever normally listen to this person and the words they say, and you've never done that. But that's been really fucking disrespectful for everyone because you did sleep with this person, and some of you tell them I love you. You know, you said whatever you needed to get that passion rolling. Well, you knew what you were doing, and you chose somebody who was in a lower vibration because you knew that anybody above that vibration would have been harder to get. So yeah, you got yourself a fucking literal fucking Carrie, and now she's fucking pissed. You got Elmira, and you took her fucking animals away. You got the bitch from fucking Finding Nemo, and the fish, they're not in the tank. So you find people like that, bro. And then you do know that you do that. You like originally them being obsessed with you because you like the way it feels for your fucking shit, you know, Mac game shit. But over time, this person got pregnant just like they wanted. And you knew they wanted to have a baby. You probably told them, oh, sure, blah, blah, blah. So all of this happened because both of you. So you do owe this person the respect of obviously being in a relationship of that sort with them. If you didn't want to have a baby, bro, you should have covered it up. So you big time in trouble for that shit because to have a baby knowingly of not wanting it, that's bad. That is so fucking bad. How do you think that kid's gonna fucking feel, bro? That's worse than being adopted, taken, put in a fucking foster home. That's worse than fucking even like the fucking Virgin Mary saying she never had sex and she doesn't even know who his dad is and he's questioning his whole life. You literally knew you were having a kid, you don't fucking care. And all those fights that you have, all the other kids are listening to. So yes, you guys actually argue sometimes about what you do or don't care about in this family. And everybody around you is listening to this. And I can even feel it. So you best fucking start caring. And you're gonna have to learn how to do that. It's not normal to not care. You may be a psychopath, but I don't know about that. We're gonna have to figure out what you are. I don't feel like you're a psychopath though. I feel like you were trained by being ignored by a parent yourself. You had a parent or parents that fought or something, and you maybe stayed busy on your phone. You may have always been somebody who's been quiet while you listen to people bitch and moan in general. This is normal for you. It's probably why you attracted them. It reminds you of something to do with your parents fighting or something. It's probably very actually normal for you. This person can be very fucking disturbing to anybody else if they picked up on their energy. I mean, honestly, nothing that you've done is worse than honestly their fucking anger and hate, but you're so chill that it makes me feel like this is your normal. So your family obviously talks shit to each other and puts each other down often. Because this bitch don't phase you. This is actually maybe even me less than what you're usually used to. But to them, it's probably the worst they've ever been through, I'm not gonna lie, baby. And the worst for them just because they love you and you can't bother somebody more that wants you to talk when you ignore. There's nothing worse to a talker than you being quiet. It's crazy to us. We don't know how to deal with it. We have to actually research how to fucking out scratch your fucking eyeballs out. So it's different. Whoever this person is was probably screamed at 24/7 and given orders, and they were probably even told if they even turned their head to walk away and do the job. Hey, don't fucking walk away without fucking letting me know you heard what I fucking said, you know? Our parents said when we get told an order, we actually are screamed out, put down, and fucking we have to clarify the order, look dead in their eye, and we have spit coming on our face, and their nostrils are flaring. So you not confirming this is so unusual for them. I don't know that you ever really had any attention yourself. So they may feel like you had it better than them, but you didn't. You were just literally ignored, dropped off, left somewhere. Your parents maybe didn't come back for a little bit, but basically, you're kind of an opposite child. Growing up, you were basically out of sight, out of mind. And this person probably suffered from different times. They were probably more of the person, their parents, pretty much like main source of support. So you're both similar. You definitely have some twin flame energy, but you don't share any of that shit with each other. And it's just something that you guys need to just deal with. I'm gonna tell you though, forever you are, if you think you're just gonna just ignore it, it's not gonna happen, because you're not gonna have a place to be here soon. Your person is like falling behind on the bills, baby. And I'm sure especially now. And so what's gonna happen at the minute that you don't help anybody that does step in and says, okay, let's get this taken care of. Guess who they're coming for? You. It doesn't matter if they get food stamps or what they go for in general. It doesn't matter even if they get daycare, medical coverage. The only way you're not going to get targeted for that 60% is if you're literally not on the birth certificate. So you can live in the same house and actually pay all the bills, and your girlfriend can go get child support, or I mean even just food stamps, and try and help you out as a couple. And sometimes I see my friends suggest that. They'll actually be the one to go down there and think that they're going to do the right thing as a team. They can live in the same fucking house, bro. That's the first thing they target. All resources target the non-custodial parent for 50% wages right off top. They're going to put that calculation into your bitches, and if she meets a certain number with those wages, they don't help. That's just that. They're going to actually require you two to actually work together, is more than likely what it is. And if you are somebody that says you don't have a job, well, you're about to go to work source classes then. And there's nothing you can do about it at this point. The only reason you guys struggle is because you're not either supposed to be together, or there's somebody needs some help doing a better job as an adult. And that's what they're going to see. That's what everybody already sees. So you might as well exit the scene, because nobody's going to be on whoever's side that is the sex addict here. And more than likely, the person that has the anger issues is, it's up in the air, honestly, if they're going to even be the custodial parent. The addiction they have towards trying to convince you to listen to them is so heavy that I don't see either one of you loving those kids much. Yeah, I've never had a case like this before. I've never had both parents not fucking be connected with this many children. So, yeah, keys right here, bro. You're about the, like, I don't even know if you have money for this month. And they're telling you that. They're literally trying to talk to you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care if you think you can make the money or not, it's not a fucking option. You guys are about to lose your place of living for whoever you are. And you're gonna actually sit on your ass, and all the other times they usually got it figured out. They cannot do that. You have way too many kids now for everyone. The money has exceeded the amount they can make, period. And also their emotional, the way you guys have become so fucking toxic for each other, their work ethic has decreased basically, baby. And they're about to get even fired. They've called out a few times, you know that they have. It only takes about 2, if that, times from somebody who's fighting with their lover to get fired. Because they are at work more than likely with people that are probably more like you. People like us, we attract opposite for boss. So your girl or guy, whoever the bitcher is, probably has nobody that listens or cares. Because the only advice that people like our team gets is, we need to leave the person and get over the relationship. That's it. And it's true. We seem to choose people, honestly, that there's literally no fucking other resolution. And so in order to actually feel understood and heard and cry it out and actually experience the fucking breakup, somebody out there has to at least acknowledge it. So it's either going to be you or they're gonna keep lifelong being upset at night. Don't know if your person is gonna be lifelong upset, but you are gonna be in a big problem if you don't get these kids roped up, because in 4 months' time you're going to jail and losing your license. Every 4 months you don't pay child support, you're going bye bye. You get a child support warrant, and you lose your actual license. So if you think that you're gonna leave a bitch and go do whatever, I bet after you find out that every bitch you with gets 50% of your income, how are you gonna pay out all them baby mamas? It's awakening for you, bro. You need to wake the fuck up. And literally, dude, your time of hoeing around is over, baby. You're a big boy now, or a big girl now. And whoever you are, no matter which one it is, if the state even says either one of you, you guys may get some involvement with the state, just because the way this other person speaks is gonna cause some fucking flag raising. And you, better be prepared for your part of the conversation, because they're gonna turn the other way. They're gonna look to see how you react and respond, because this person is crazy. And I don't like to say that, but your person's fucking crazy. And honestly, the fact that they trapped you in pregnancies, they don't even like the kids themselves. They're so obsessed with you, they're about to lose everything. You don't give a fuck. You don't like them for who they are, truly. You literally don't fucking like this person, you block them out. So if any worker sees your face blocking somebody out when you're a parent, that's not what you need to do during this moment. You block them out next if you have to. But everybody that's a parent has to work together. So you need to actually be working one-on-one with anybody who's a smart person. Like, I don't know what you're going to do if you have parents or if you have a sister or whatever, but some of you guys may actually find it better to have your kids in your family's care, on your family's side. But this person, they may not actually be chosen to raise the kids. They're going to have to go get some psyche balls done. And I don't think that they're ever going to stop harassing you, stalking you, and literally making all of your kids' life a shit show fucking misery. How they made you feel is going to be worse for them. It's Memorial Day. I didn't know that. That's at least decent. At least on Memorial Day, CPS shouldn't necessarily be in the office, but they will be. If you have a fight with your person, CPS has 72 hours by law to show up. So if you're wondering, and it does matter, man, you do not want the state involved. Some of you have this I'm gonna stay out of shit energy. You're not staying out of anything, honey. The baby daddy, unless the mom is proven otherwise, is paying all the mama's bills. Okay? So you guys fucking do something different right now. Cause your person's getting louder and people are tired of listening to them. You're tired. I'm picking up a sense that although this person says a lot of negative shit about their family, they still talk to them. Or one person talks to the family and one person doesn't. I don't think you've ever had a close bond with this family ever. If this person's away from their home, they could suddenly move back home, even though this may not be something that they've wanted to do or planning on doing. But it's not going to be easier for you if they do that. For some of you, if they were to move back home, their state would maybe be even more enforceful to whatever it is that you need to take care of. So there's something about, honestly, like, you guys are going to have some changes, and we're going to go upstairs and pull some cards. But honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, man, It's going to be a real rocky road ahead of you for whoever you are if you don't think that you want to have custody or a family. I don't know how you're going to honestly make it, babe. You need to, if you can, honestly try to be the custodial parent, and you don't need to try. You will get it if you try. You just need to ask yourself, do you think that's something you could do and really want? Because I don't want the kids to be placed with you if you really don't think you can love them. But with as many kids as some of you guys have, I don't see how you're going to actually be able to make a career out of anything. I only I paid for off and on two or three myself, but I never thought of it as a problem. But I mean, there's plenty of time. I just paid another 2,500. Shut the fuck up, Hazel, and go down. So I mean, if you can't be somebody who receives letters and say, we just pulled 2,500 out, and also you'll get another letter too that says, also you're gonna need to start paying one da 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 of their medical and da 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 of their fucking dental. Why the fuck would I pay fucking this much of their dental? I don't know how. I work fucking minimum wage, bro. I don't know where the fuck you think I'm gonna pay for their fucking dental and their fucking medical and fucking for 3 kids child support and my fucking mortgage, and this bitch just literally fucking doesn't even have a job. But sure, what else can I do for you? And that's how it goes. And divorce, even if you divorce somebody, it's like I didn't even know about alimony. I have so many clients, they tell me this shit. So a woman client, I believe she was like an ex-police officer or something, and she decides to get with this dude who literally fucking is a piece of shit. He doesn't even work, and so on. She basically be his caretaker and moves him in and buys this fucking house. And I think it's $5,000 a month mortgage, whatnot. And it obviously doesn't go well between them. She's like, oh, let's break up, blah blah blah. And regardless of her being a cop and like everything, and him just pretty much not doing shit, that was the point. So she ended up paying this motherfucker alimony for divorcing him. And whoever the fuck is the more like successful person, I don't know how they fucking even determine it, but she ended up having to sell the fucking house. She doesn't even have her same job anymore. She obviously lost her fucking boyfriend. And this bitch is a lazy ass motherfucker, and I don't even know these people. I just know the Airbnb story, so I know she's not kidding. It was such a big freaky thing for me. So I was like, holy shit, alimony, child support's bad enough, and we already know. I mean, I don't know that I'd ever really heard of alimony. Alimony is the same as child support. If you choose to leave someone, I guess they get like literally half of your pension and just half of your retirement. It's all this shit, bro. So it's like, are you okay with that? Because in some states, if you're with somebody for 7 or more years, by law, that they still get marriage rights. So in Washington, it's like that. If you're with anybody for 7 or more years in Washington, you're treated as if you're married. And so it doesn't matter. Like if this is my house, you move in here within a 7-year period, you can come to court with me and fucking fight me for it, married or not. So that's shit that fucking you'll learn along the way, and that's basically what I feel like is going to happen here for some of you, because you're not really like making decisions together, and so third parties are going to come in and they're going to make them for you. And if you stand up now and actually straighten up, you can at least fucking appear like stable. Your person and the complaints they're gonna make about you they are irrelevant to anything that matters. CPS ain't there to hear if they cheat. CPS wants to know, do you beat this person or use drugs? And I don't see that you do. So they're gonna see that this person's mentally fucking unstable and codependent upon you. That you're not gonna have to do anything except for say, I don't think you'll have to say much. I think this person will pretty much express themselves with their volume and their tone and their fucking face expressions and their hand movements. And anybody that even channels this person's energy and never meets them is going to know they're overwhelming. So don't worry about saying anything. But if you don't say something that looks like you're a good dad, if you don't basically like connect face expressions with the CPS or anybody that's worried supposedly, like basically you just act like it's nonchalant, like you're used to it, not just from this person, but lifelong. Nobody else that's going to see this for the first time is going to act like it's normal. So you need to at least channel into people and what a not normal person would think about this. In moments when you know this person sounds like a moron, go ahead and raise your eyes and just acknowledge one of the workers. You're not there to look at your mate like in any way empathetic at this point either. When any third party source gets involved in you guys, they're there to evaluate you both. And how you talk and how she talks is not a team at this point. You guys had an opportunity to be a team prior. And so you're there to just simply stay calm. And if in the moment it seems really elevated, I would just honestly at least look up and acknowledge one of the workers because they're looking at you already to see how you respond. So if you just completely ignore it, they're going to take that in as a mental health issue as well. And I do think you do have disassociation and depression or something because you channel and check out. And it goes clear back into your childhood. So you definitely have some stuff to overcome, but that's not a reason for you to go to this type of, they're going to want this counseling that this person, this whole thing for counseling would be for parenting and lovers, and you don't need to do anything like that with these people. These people, everything you put on counseling for you is going to go on record into your CPS shit with your kids. You don't need all that. If you want to go to counseling on your own fucking time, that's something you could do then. But right now, your duty is to look just chill. If you look like you are not a part of it or not have nothing to do with it, or you just don't even acknowledge it because you're used to it, they're gonna put both of you guys fucking in therapy, and you'll have your own individual list of things to complete. And you guys are welcome to stay together basically as long as there's not abuse or drugs, with a plan of action put into place. And by this time now your property manager probably seeing all these people show up and do meetings. If not, we're called already to ask if you've had other incidents. They're going to go talk to everyone, your neighbors, your family, everyone, I'm telling you. So if it gets to this point, which it's getting to, nobody, you guys will have a locked in case and you're not going to get out of it. Even if you get out of it, you'll still pay for every fucking kid and all the child support up until it's all closed out. And if that's only if your rights are terminated or how they even decide. Depending also how many other kids you have. So also another thing too, if you're the baby daddy or mama to other children, other baby mamas and daddies of yours get involved in your cases too. They have to be rightfully investigated and talked to. Doesn't mean they're gonna have a case, but you don't really know how anything's gonna go. So I wouldn't put it there. Somebody needs to gather this relationship and get a hold of it. So that's my message. Grinder. Somebody grinds their teeth. You grind your teeth. Somebody's about to flip out. Mm. And I see families forever on one end over here. No, you don't know what family feels like for somebody. One of your parents could have actually been an HO with respect or something because you literally don't see humans as worth. Mm. There's no way that you can tell people how you really feel. It would just seem so uncaring. And you know this. You don't, you really have, we're going to go upstairs and check this out. You are an interesting person, whoever you are tonight. I think it really is, and I'm scared for you a little bit. I'm sad for you because what you're channeling is so strong, you could almost compare to a psychopathic and actually have missing parts of the brain, and you're not one because this hurts you. I think that it bothers you to connect with this family because you didn't have a connection and you were abandoned previously. It may be very helpful if you feel comfortable talking to a counselor and you think maybe you do like this person but you don't know how to love, and this is how you love, and when they bitch at you, you're just like, this is this may just be completely how you act. Like if you really do not, like, maybe you don't want to move, maybe you don't want to leave, maybe you just don't also want to fight, but like I'm telling you, like I feel like forever you were literally ignored as a youngster. And if you were ever to have made any fucking noise during any of this shit, that your mom, or I feel like somebody's mom dated abusive men and you watched that shit. And you were treated poorly by these stepdads or boyfriends or something. And you just learned to shut the fuck up and keep your fucking head down. And so now it's what you do. And that's something that you deserve to overcome. Like, you should have never been treated like that. I was treated like that too. We were always screamed at and sent to our room. And I remember being at the end of the bunk. I was sitting on the bunk bed. I would watch down the hallway at the screaming, and none of us were ever checked on when it was over. In fact, if we would have even yelled "Stop! Don't do that," we were screamed at again. We were yelled at for even fucking interfering with the argument. And so I do know exactly how you feel. And people, when they do want to cuddle with us or they want something from us, we don't have any experience to give that to them. So it's not that you don't want it, or it's not that you're not lovable, but you do actually have to overcome. Some of you are very angry about a step parent and what they did to you or how they treated you. Somebody as somebody that mistreated them. It's gonna be an older cousin. There's some kind of older member of the family that wasn't maybe immediate home, like, but it was like outside home, but would visit sometimes, did shit to you and just mistreated you. And um, your protector never cared about you. It sucks. I just want you to know I love you. I understand. Whatever happened to you is very private for you, and you've never told anybody, maybe, since you maybe, I don't know if you ever did originally, you probably did, but you were shut down, but maybe you never did at all. So that could be coming to surface for you, and it came in a way that you didn't expect. But if anything, out of all of this is actually the best thing that we've heard so far, unfortunately, even if it was the worst thing that ever happened to you that you blocked out. At least you have a reason for why the fuck you block people out. Because before this, you didn't. We couldn't figure it out. And so it will have to be addressed. For some of you, you were actually sexually abused by somebody, and that's why you do this too. And it could have been by a cousin of the same gender for some of you in their teens, and you were not. It could have been by somebody you were babysat by too. Your mom was like, whoever your parent is, you knew what they were doing when they left you there too. Somebody's parent slapped them with their hand, backhand. Somebody got backhanded. I feel like your parent was fucking mean, bro. Like, whoever, this is obviously not for everybody. I did not get physically hit by my mom. And so I'm channeling somebody that honestly, I feel like let their stepmom or stepdad to actually fucking hurt you. Like, actually, and they were definitely a karmic fucking obsessive person for this person. I feel like you were left places with adults that they were literally abusive to you, like drug houses or something. I don't even know. Like, for some of you, you had a really fucked ass childhood, and I am sorry for that. Basically, I don't feel like you could really do. I'm actually gonna get sick. I'm starting to feel a little nauseous in my tummy just from even channeling what you went through. So we're gonna stop that out of respect of what the fuck it has to be doing to some of you. But just know, it's causing you issues now, and you're having a hard time loving anybody, and you're gonna have consequences from it unless you deal with it, okay? For some of you, that person's alive, whoever fucked you over, and I'm sure justice needs to occur. I feel like that person still does it to other people. For some of you, you guys have hurt other people that were victims of this person in the way that they treated people. And they're older now. It's time for you to maybe sit down with this person. I could even just close shit out for some of you guys, but whoever fucked you over, bro, they seem to be going through a time in their life now where they're not doing so well health-wise. You may know that too. For some of you, that parent could be getting ill slowly and dying or something. Ascension flames. For some of you, that person's going to pass soon, and that's not going to make you feel better. That person thinks about things. For some of you, that person changed years ago. Not all of you, but some. And they do think about you. They must have done something really fucking bad to you, like hurt you deep. They targeted you specifically. So if you were a child living home, you definitely know that you were the one who was you would be a subject. You are the subject. Respect or forgiveness by any means. But you're being asked to practice things as godly, not as an angry person. You don't have to forgive anyone for what they did for them. You do it because you're a leader. And hopefully down the road, other people, when they're hurt and you're encouraging them to make amends for the fact of peace, they will look up to you and know that you did that too. And you won't do it during certain times, your people ain't going to do it during other times when they have a problem. This is their people's favorite things. For some of you, I just heard for some of you, you're not going to really fully understand until your child or grandkid is going to go through something similar. And when they're hurting and when they're crying, you'll just be a different person. You'll be more grown. And you'll just basically be at a point where you understand the pain that this person's expressing. And all of a sudden, it's going to turn from anger to pain within you. It's going to trigger you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much like sadness in my stomach. You went through something very, very, very sad, I'm going to tell you. And you know, I'm going to tell you, I grew up in a fucking meth cookhouse, and we were actually even trafficked and fucking all this weird shit. But whatever happened to you, even if you weren't had those two things to you, I don't know what they did. I just feel like I should keep getting this image, man, of this fucking mom who's so, like, there's a couple. You're a good kid too. You were a good kid. You didn't argue much. And they treated you so shitty. You could have helped take care of your siblings too a lot. And they told you all the time, and they actually did believe it. I'm going to tell you, the way that they talked to you and the way that they treated you was really who they are. So that, I'm not going to say would have been any different. That's something you need to just accept. We do a lot of reads, and the good thing is that at least we could say that your person, you've always known they treated you real poor. You haven't been able to get over it either. And people have been telling you, whatever fucking, you just don't really tell anybody about it. Pretty personal shit. This guy, whoever this step parent was, they would go in your room and hurt you. I've seen somebody close the door. The door could have been like to the right side of the walls over here. I've seen somebody with a door fucking really close to a wall over here. I've seen you just in there in the room. I don't know if you're told to go to the room. I don't know if this person just shows up in the room, but you have an energy of always waiting for when they're going to show up in that room. I'm getting pissed. I'm sorry that you didn't have anybody in your life that you feel like you could trust, and you really didn't. You didn't do anything fucking wrong. Unfortunately, you're placed where you're placed, and you have to embrace that shit. Yeah, you got the shitty end of the stick because I do feel like whoever you are, you have only, like, your parents give me the vibes of somebody who went to church and now they want to be forgiven for their sins so they can make it into heaven shit. Now they're Bible thumpers, all of a sudden or something like that. And so it's just like, yeah, sure. You know in your head that these motherfuckers are crazy, disrespectful, piece of shit, and you're also trying to get through therapy and you also fear even for some, you wouldn't even fucking let your kids or anybody be around these people. You can't do normal things when everybody else is doing it. I'm hearing the 4th of July could have been something of relevance to you around July. But I was going to say in general, the 4th of July, you don't do normal things. Like, you don't have families, and nor do you want to. Like, you actually are somebody who can actually hear noises and just, you have a lot of, you still get very startled for some of you. You don't trust. You clearly don't invest. You can't connect with children. Nobody. You definitely have disassociation for whoever you are, and I do too. But I was able to at least make. I love my kids. Whoever you are, you must have been. I feel like you were abused by somebody of the same gender, and that is probably the difference between us. And I feel like you were a male and you were taken advantage of possibly by a stepfather or an older cousin. So that's specific, but I feel like that's the shame that you experience. And sure, male to male, cousin to cousin, stepdad to son, I mean, that's a whole different thing. And so just homie to homie, I'm telling you right now, I'm sorry that this person did that to you. And I'm going to tell you right fucking now, bro. They fucking were mean. They were very fucked up to you. And it's your call how you want to handle this bitch, bro. Anytime you're ready, let me know. Because I don't think I've ever fucking been more pissed. But whoever the fuck hurt your feeling, they hurt you. And they did it forcefully. Somebody also could have been spanked with a belt. I just saw, and this is not your parent. This is somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend. This is an extra fucking, and this was not the only one. This is the type of people your person, your parent manifested. So this was just continuous for them. You might manifest cheaters. Well, your parent maybe manifested fucking literal abusive piece of shit. Piece of shits. I'm talking piece of shits. And they did everything from the belt to fucking everything. And yeah, dude, that's crazy shit, bro. Your person would be the type of person that if anybody knew what the fuck they really did to you, babe, would be done. I'm gonna tell you that. What you've done by keeping this shit a secret, Ashley, has saved this bitch's life. Okay? I don't care where the fuck I'm getting paid, bro. You didn't I don't even know if you've ever even known that what you went through is such a big deal and how strong you really are. You practice every day. Literal just self-control, and everybody accuses you of being a piece of shit and maybe not having your life together. And why don't you just get a job? You can't. You never. Bro, these people don't even know what they're talking about, okay? I can tell you exactly why the fuck I have been struggling, and this read has been going on for a couple days now, and so it's finally coming together. And you know what? I've known the whole read you've had empathy. I knew you were intelligent. You're not playing a game. When you withdraw from people, they've made you feel like that was what needed to be done for your own personal fucking boundaries. Like, they've said and done, they pretty much verbalized you to a distance. Like, for where you are, You don't get literally physically abused anymore, but you definitely are now with somebody that's like your mother or your father. You fucking date people that. So what do you think's gonna happen to your fucking kids when you are not looking? Well, to you, baby. You're the only person like you, by the way. You've actually been literally accused lately, if not your whole life, of being a fuck up. And your brain has never actually even been acknowledged. You've never even been, dude. Your parent is a piece of shit, and they literally fucking didn't even protect you, and they never helped you in any way. They never let you talk about it. Secrets keep you sick, bitch. Secrets keep you sick, bro. And in 2 months' time, you programmed that fucking traumatizing memory, and for years it went on. With whoever your parent was, let these dude. This is the type of people they were always around. So it wouldn't have mattered if you were at fucking a dealer, dude. Your parent didn't care about you, and that really fucking sucks to say. But you fucking have been so intelligent, honestly, so obedient, and so submissive that now you just feel like nobody cares about nobody or something. Like you're like, why would I care? Like you literally don't connect. You have disassociation. So some of you guys keep getting in trouble over and over with your lovers or your families, and they're just like, what is your problem? What do you mean, what is my problem, bitch? I don't know, what's my fucking problem, bitch? What the fuck did I tell you up in me fucking all my years of my fucking childhood? Why the fuck you sit there and fucking tell everybody you got a fucking problem, bitch, but you don't want to tell everybody that you're my fucking old dealer? You know what I mean? And shit like that. You already know what the fucking problem is, bro. And you're just like, I'm not gonna bother to argue with you. I don't want to talk to you. My problem is that you sit there and slander my fucking name, you put me down, you run me into the ground, you don't fucking do shit when I fucking need you, and then you want me to fucking worry about your financial shit. You're all about finances, bitch. You don't please me, you don't tease me, you don't cook, you don't fucking shut the fuck up. And all you want to do. You're like, I hear you, bro. I don't fucking care. And all you can think of, you're like, bitch, I was fucking hungry as a kid and being beaten and being left in my room and fucking my mom didn't even show back up for days. You think I give a fuck about you crying? And honestly, that's some real shit. And so I can understand that now. You don't connect because you have to get through it. What the fuck you crying about, bitch? For some of you would have got fucking, some of you legit got backhanded if you would have made a beat. And so honestly, you may see this full-blown bit throw shit as a complete sign of disgrace, disrespect to what would have happened to you had you even complained, and you already know what the fuck you've really went through. And so this person to you, this is, I do want to let you know that for them, this is a big deal because their biggest obsession is you. So you can at least relate to that. You might want whatever you want, and I'm not going to sit here and say that you want sex. I'm going to say that you actually have an issue with fucking the way that you do because you were treated the same way, like a fuck. And you never were able to lose your virginity for some of you rightfully. You were taken advantage of. And for some of you, you even struggle now with being straight or gay with respect to just being so blunt. But literally, if you were started off taken advantage of by the same sex, you're obviously, that's how you would be trained. It's not gonna matter what you imagine things to be. Most of us don't watch those kind of things. We don't have much experience. So, I mean, that would be a big changing point for you. And so with also everybody just be like, oh, well, if you're GAY, you're going to HELL, and then you're just, I mean, so many people out there, that's why you gotta get off the 3D. Because for some of you, this is actually the first GAY experience too for some of you that is like your own too. I've known you guys have such a unique ass shit. You guys are big part of the 144, just so you know. Anybody can be, anybody can turn their pain into power. But nobody can ignore the pain. Nobody can ignore, because there's other people out there hurting. And so anywhere you're at along the journey, if you don't turn around and offer a hand to somebody that's down there lower than you, then you just straight abandon. So a lot of you out here in this reap today are actually becoming your karmic, just so you know. You're abandoning people and you're leaving them with people that are gonna abuse them, babe. And to do that, big trouble. That'd be like me leaving you. There'd be no way I could walk away knowing that I understood that you guys still needed help. You know, when I went to Florida, I told my boss we were trafficked as children and raped and shit. And I told him. Every time I tried to ask my parents, they just wouldn't really answer the questions. And I told them the different answers that they gave me. And he's Italian, so it's like, just forgive him, Tara, just forgive him. I said, would it make me weird though? Like, does that make me weird literally to honestly forgive somebody that would do that to me? He's like, no. And I don't know, it just actually made my life better. I did end up actually making amends with my parents, and did they ever admit it? No, my dad's answer was, I just simply sent text message to my mom and dad, said, I know. Of course, my mom said, and what the fuck do you know? To me, that was pretty much her answer, which will be never. And my dad's answer was, I'm afraid if I tell you, Terry, you will never forgive me. He died, though, shortly after. And so I'm super glad, actually, at least that's happened, okay? And so it's time for you to just say whatever you need to. And it's not about you having a full conversation, but you do need to understand that so you can, like for me, I don't let anybody have close personal relationships with me. Now I do pretty much business meetings because that's what I was literally raised like. So if that helps anybody at least understand why your partner just seems to not care, they're not all psychos. They're not all narcs. Some of them are. Basically, what you're asking for them is a subject of some sort. So in this particular relationship, it's been a lot of family, it's been a lot of a yucking bitch or dude. Either way, somebody's been thinking and the other one's mute. That shows me, looking at it from out here, this person who's bitching is completely toxic. They show zero success of result. You have not really looked up or acknowledged this person once. I haven't seen you actually pay attention to this person in 48 hours. You completely block them out. They don't even see that. That's all we need to know, bro. They think we need to know this. Why? You're two adults. Anybody's gonna say, you need to focus on you, and you need to focus on you. And you know what? Everyone knows what this person has said. And so all that person looks like is that they're obsessed with you. It looks like we got an adult on our hands. He has extreme codependency, control, and OCD. I mean, it's just, and this person, I'm not gonna lie, came up as schizo, bipolar, and narcissist possible. So there's never been a worse person, and I don't want to label him worse, but it's literally the number one worst person I've ever channeled in 2 fucking years. I don't care if you were a murderer, a rapist. This person, their lack of acknowledgement towards who you are, because you're somebody who, yeah, sometimes you reach out, and I think most of it's pretty much digitally, and I think that there's many months that pass that you do try your best. You're trying your best. You can't elevate because you know what? Everybody who's putting you down doesn't tell anybody the truth about what happened to you when you were young. And they're also the same group of people that also tell you you need to get better, aren't they? You have no respect for them because they abused you. And you already know that anything that you've ever done that they've said, that you were just a puppet and they didn't say thank you and you're over it. So I totally get that. But you're not going to give up and you're not going to settle here. You did make some fucking mistakes, though. I'm not gonna lie. For whoever you are, pretty much settled yourself into a final wrap. Your cups love is a big deal. This was supposed to be your cups chapter. Cups is important. It's the only sign or card or chapter that's emotionally invested. And Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but Cups in general is that 12 years of Halloween, trick-or-treating, the decorating, the Christmas tree, the cookies, the karmic fights, the kids getting put to bed, and the school vibe, and this being parents and being well, basically a lot of us go through that in our 20s. It doesn't work out with our person, but we usually, I had an 8-year relationship for that person. So I'm lucky there, I guess. And I tried everything, and we went camping and did tons of fun stuff. So I just feel sad for whoever you are. I don't know that you've ever experienced that yet, and so I do want to let you know that whoever is going to be coming into your life, as long as you can just like own this for what it is. These people and this person that you date, they've been saying to you, they want you to supposedly hear them out and get better. And so when you actually respond, it's not going to be of any sort the way that they want to hear. They want you to have this epiphany and say, I love you, you were right. And your get better, baby, is going to be the same as mine. You're going to dip. And they're not going to realize that that's what you're going to do. I don't live in the same town as anybody. I live in my own town, 5-hour round trip away, and I would move again. I don't like drama. I show up once or twice a year max, and if it goes in any way that is discomforting to me, I will leave or rent a hotel room, and I won't even come. So these people don't ever stop trying to fucking threaten you. If you bring your dog, they're gonna say, don't bring your fucking dog. If you get in a hotel room, they're saying, oh, you gotta fucking hit you. I mean, there's never gonna be a day. And so basically, it doesn't matter how many times a year, down to one time a year, it's fucking a shit show of time. Basically, you will have to literally suck it up and tolerate an evil bitch for the rest of your fucking life who is gonna make complaint after complaint. And that's literally their disorder. And so in the past, people with complaining disorders, they received attention and mercy and help. Today, we're actually baby daddies and victims and children of people and how to raise our families. And we basically are so sick and fucking tired of fucking adults using other adults as an excuse. And so it's going to be a lot different, I think, with the New World Order. The only people they can count on to give a fuck about their shit is maybe fucking a grandchild, not anybody on. I don't care. We've over here, I had to go to the Bering Sea, bitch, and that's how you feel too. You were like, bro, my boss hung himself and fucking I didn't even take a day off work. I feel sick, bro. I never even took paternity leave. So it's like, sometimes we legit be looking at people straight stupid. And for you, that's how you feel, and they don't get it. And that's their stupidity. This person honestly annoys me because they're being manipulative, and you see right through it, and honestly, you're being actual kind. They think you're being rude. They think you're ignoring them, but you know what? If you were to answer them, you'd have to say, bitch, I hate you. I know you fucking try to get attention every day. I feel like, why are you here right now? You tell them, I'm literally working on my drone or whatever. Here you are in my shit. You tell them every day, you sit out there, you deliberately move the chair for somebody. Some of you guys, somebody moves the chair so they can see, like, right, I don't even know, bro, your person's a lot. But, like, honestly, you have nothing fucking positive to say to this stuff. And that's what they're begging and digging so fucking badly for, is they want what? What do you really think you're about to receive? And you know what, that's an act of kindness. And I just love that, honestly, you're so smart. Because what I love is how respectful you are. You're getting accused of full-blown being a dog shit turd with your life not together. And there's no way for you to be able to function with care until you resolve not just small things, but for what you had happen in your past. You were so selfless. You took care of whatever you could, kept secrets. For you, State workers and teachers both asked you probably growing up, is everything okay? You lied. You went home every fucking day and we were abused. You had nothing to eat. Like, you were fucking fucked. And you know what? That is not going to happen to you forever. You are anymore. If you ever need me, you're always welcome. If you even need me, you will never need to be hungry or homeless ever with me. We make shit happen. We're always here for you. You don't have to be alone and you don't have to keep secrets because you know what? That's why I tell you guys what happened to our family. And a lot of times my family is pissed about it. They're saying, you're talking shit. I'm not talking shit. I'm sure that plenty of people out there that fucking were dealing with that shit, honestly, maybe they don't feel so good inside. Maybe they don't even fucking know that honestly it blocks them from fucking making relationships with people they deserve to be with. And they're so fucking selfish and worried about keeping their own sick ass fucking weird secret that they actually can put another person down even after. Say, you'll never matter when they did it to you. They'll never admit what they did. They tell the story about everybody about how their life has been so hard and blah blah. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Your life been hard? You was a money hungry, fucking evil fuck, bro. That's a fact. Some of you guys have chasing ass motherfuckers for parents, and they left you people, and then their stupid master plan didn't work out because God blocked you. But He didn't block you. He birthed you into that family, babe. For this, and it sucks. The light worker is born into a fucked ass family. And it says, right from the womb, you will begin getting abused. And it's really honestly overall for the purpose of us now being, 20, 30 years ahead of the game. Look at people that start this shit off in their 30s with their first breakup. Do you want to do that? Do you want to feel what the fuck you felt in your youth now? I don't. I see what everybody's looking like out here. Looking like they got their first fucking car, their first narcissist, their first evil person. We grew up with. All we know is evil. And so we have to learn how to trust, believe, and actually hope. These people have never, ever fucking had a hard life. They've never seen drugs, they believe drugs are so bad. You know what I mean? Their whole shit is fucking whatever fuck. These people are truly instant and weird and judgmental and shit, and we've all been there. Plenty of you guys would go, never do this or that, and then you do, and then you're like, fuck my life. So that's just what's happening over here, basically. It's just another thing. And that's just what it is. But whoever you are, it is now time for you, for some reason, which we've never had anybody's abuse like this surface. And I always worry and fear for my own, too. I don't remember my mom. I remember scenes from my mom. Not my dad, it's my mom. And we're not allowed to talk about it, are we? It's okay. We'll wait till they die out of respect for them. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I know. Don't let it fucking determine your whole future. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. You're a very smart person now. If you can actually handle that, endure it, and keep it a secret and still take care of your family and come out, having a hard time connecting with people, you never learned it. So stop even utilizing this as the problem. Today, the moment here was just to say, you're not alone. You've been feeling alone, but bet you didn't. We're the same. Okay? So that's why we do this channel. It ain't for money. It's because of all those times I sat in those apartments and cried with my back against the wall and had nobody to turn to. And I never did really have anybody, and I feel like I turned to you guys for just like, I don't want anybody wondering what to do. And when you're in people's presence, and they tell you things like, you need to get better, you're such a piece of shit, and you need to leave them, that's insulting and unhelpful. And you no longer have to worry about that. You have much greater and more healthier support today. And I'm pretty sure that the Danas, which are my family, have covered pretty much everything you could possibly go through. And so the cool thing about tarot and oracle is that you don't have to tell anyone. Usually somebody tells you.